I'm sure many of you remember this toggle. This would allow you to get different features that are from the education of Minecraft, such as balloons, sparklers, and so much more. But however, I think one of the most frustrating aspects about this is that you couldn't find the items in creative mode, even if you use commands. Now, in the newest update for Minecraft Preview, we got actually a very surprising feature, which I have no idea why it wasn't available in the first place. So if I look in creative mode, then I were to search up, let's say, like Ice Bomb. Well, we can actually find them in creative mode now, along with all the other items as well. And this is something I am so happy about, because no longer do we have to go through the long process of needing the crafting elements in order to get, let's say, balloons, or getting all the other features. Like, it was just very, very annoying. Like, for instance, let's say I wanted to make the balloon. Well, first off, I'd have to go to the element constructor. Then I would have to make helium, which you need 2 protons, 2 electrons, and 2 neutrons. Which, if you didn't understand any of this stuff, then it would be very difficult for you. But you also have to make yourself carbon, then even hydrogen. And you'd have to repeat this a few times. Then afterwards, you have to go over to the compound creator. Then you go ahead and stick in your carbon, then you stick in your hydrogen, then you get your latex. And then once you get your latex, then you can go ahead and make your balloons. So this is going to be the recipe for the balloons. So you need to get yourself some latex on the sides, helium right in the center, then the lead on the bottom middle. Then on the very top, any dye of your choice. Like, it's a very long-winded process. If they added in creative mode in the first place, then it would have made things so much easier. So if you're in creative mode and you go over to the item section, then you can find your compounds, which will include like sodium oxide. You can find magnesium nitrates, and all of the other compounds. And then you've got your products tab, which is the stuff that you can create, such as ice bombs, bleach, and even burning torches, which is very, very cool. But one of my favorite features about this is probably the balloons. So let's say you have yourself a creature. Then if I interact with the balloon, then look what happens. They get tied to the balloon and they fly upwards. But however, different creatures are affected differently. So let's say I grab myself an iron golem. Then I interact with the balloon. So this guy is not really affected all that much. But then we also have things like cats, which makes them go really fast up in the air. Oh, and you can also tie these to fence posts. Then if you wanted to get rid of the balloons, then simply just use a bow. Then they go ahead and just pop. And you've also got yourself ice bombs. If I go on to throw them, then they just go ahead and cause water to freeze. And you can also make yourself bleach. So if you grab yourself any color types of blocks, then these will turn to white. So it's a very simple item. And next up, there's 4 burning potions that you can also create, such as the antidotes, eye drops, got tonics, and elixirs. So let's say that you've been poisoned. Well, if you drink the antidote, then that's going to remove the poison. And if you have blindness, then you use the eye drop. If you have a little bit of nausea, then you use the tonic. And finally, if you have weakness, then you're going to use the elixirs. There's going to be 5 burning torches that you can create. So there are 4 new colors plus an underwater torch. You can make red, green, purple, and blue. I would love to see color torches in Minecraft. Like we have ourselves regular torches, and even the blue soul torches, but why do we have ourselves other colors? Like, it would just be really, really cool. Especially an underwater torch. This would be so useful for underwater builds. So unlike regular torches, these are specifically for the underwater worlds. So as you can see, we place it down and it just lights it up. So, just a regular torch, but for underwater sections. And you can even create sparklers. So you got one for blue, green, orange, purple, and red. But however, if I were to grab one of these, then if I were to, like, let's say interact with it, then it is going to activate. But however, there is no light. But you do get this really cool particle effect. Like, just look at that. That is definitely pretty cool. And next up is going to be the heat block. So basically, once you place this down, if there's like any type of ice or snow around areas, then it's going to start to melt. So as you just saw right there. So this could be very useful for like clearing out areas that you may not want ice or snow in. The next up, it's going to be underwater TNT. So first off, we got regular TNT. Then if you try to use it underneath the water, but once it does explode, then nothing gets destroyed. But however, if you do got yourself underwater TNT, then you activate this. It destroys the land. Now this would be very useful for clearing out underwater areas. Now they've also introduced glow sticks. Now these are basically just like sparklers, but except without these little particles. So if I were to interact with this, then they get activated, then they do glow a little bit. But just like the sparklers, they do not emit any kind of lights, and as I mentioned, there is no particles. But unlike the sparklers, it's got way more colors. So you got yourself one for each color in Minecraft. Now they also do look like lightsabers a little bit as well. And there's also a new type of glass called Harden Glass. Now this is not your typical type of glass. Because if I were to place this down, then I try to break this stuff, then it is incredibly hard to break. Like seriously, it just takes a few moments to break the stuff. Then once it does end up breaking, then you do get the block back. So you're not going to lose the block. But seriously, why would anyone want to have a block that's hard to break? I really am a big fan of these features. Like a lot of these I would love to see just regular vanilla Minecraft, such as the brightly colored torches. Like there is some really cool features. And I'm just glad that we no longer have to craft them, that we can just buy them in creative mode. But go and let me know what you think of these down below in the comments. And I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please drop a like, subscribe if you're around here, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.